Hello everybody, how you doing? My name is Enoma Igariva, a trainer, a life coach, and a teacher. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel on Lit Up Coaching. That is LITEUP Coaching, Lit Up Coaching. You can subscribe and like our videos on YouTube, and you can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram on Lit Up Coaching. That is LITEUP Coaching. Now, for every dream and every vision, there will be limitations. There will be adversity you will face along the way, and there will be issues that will creep up. Now, the difference between the person that is successful and the person that is not successful is the ability to turn those limitations into something, into a stepping stone or a ladder into achieving that thing that they're after or achieving that vision. So, today, I'm just going to talk to you briefly about two things that Napoleon Hill mentioned in his book, Think and Grow Rich. So those two things I'm going to mention are quotes that he made, and I will just expand from there. And I really didn't target any. I didn't give the subject any title or anything. I just wanted to look at these two quotes. Number one quote is that our only limitations are those set up in our own minds. Our only limitations are those set up in our own minds. Now, for you to be able to achieve that vision, as I've mentioned earlier in my previous talk with you, or in my previous training or coaching, is you have to understand that your imagination is the starting point of your purpose. You have to have a strong imagination. And the only limitation to you achieving that your vision or bringing to pass what you imagine is the ones you set up in your minds. If you go around with the idea or with the belief that this life, I cannot achieve this thing in this life because I don't have this money, because I don't have this training, because I don't have this talent, then you've limited yourself. Your mind has to be one that is always looking for solutions every time you get stuck. Every time you get stuck, your mind must start to think, what can I do? Because the only limitation you have, according as he mentioned, is the one in your mind. If you give yourself an excuse, then there will be an excuse. But believe me, every time you face a problem, that you don't give yourself an excuse or a reason to give up, but rather you push through, but rather you struggle on, but rather you fight on, then you will not have any limitations in achieving your dreams. So I want you to have the mindset of, I can do it. How do I do it? Where do I go to next? How do I overcome this problem? Because every problem on the way is just a stepping stone. This brings me to my second quote from Napoleon Hill, which says, every adversity brings within it the seed of equivalent advantage and opportunity. Let me repeat it again. Every adversity brings with it the seed of equivalent advantage or opportunity. That is, for every adversity you see, or every limitation, or every problem you come across, Napoleon Hill is saying that in that same adversity or in that same problem, there is an equal advantage or opportunity in it. His son, Napoleon Hill, was born deaf. He was born deaf. What this means to other people is that this child is at a disadvantage and he won't be able to make it in life. But to him, Napoleon, he saw it as an opportunity to be able to make the child develop the character he would need to be able to overcome the world. And just to cut the story short, from that, the son became a very successful person in advertising and sales of hearing aids. So rather than look at that son's deafness as a disadvantage, he looked at it as an advantage. One of the things he said he told his son that you are you have an advantage over others. How? One of the examples he gave is that teachers will treat you differently in school compared to others. Because in school, teachers will give you more attention, teachers will look at you with more empathy, and they will want to go the extra mile for your case. Because why? You have a hearing problem. So for you, think of it today. What is that thing that looks like a disadvantage to you? Turn it into an advantage. What is that limiting factor that is stopping you from achieving that your dream? Rather, turn it into a stepping stone to your success. Because I want to assure you, there's nothing that comes across your path that has not been placed there by God. So everything that God has put you, every circumstance that you find yourself, is an opportunity for you to be able to expand. Look at the case of when Jesus performed the miracle of feeding the 5,000. To others, it would have been at a disadvantage that he does not have enough to be able to feed them. But with the few bread and the few fishes that he had, he turned it into an advantage and fed the 5,000 and performed a miracle. So today, maybe in that your job, they are telling you, you are not talented in this, you are not this. Learn that talent and turn it to your advantage. Maybe in that business, you are looking at it, you don't have that particular resources you require to be able to achieve that thing you need to achieve. Turn it around and make those resources something that you have already. Do not give up on yourself. Don't allow limitations to stop you from achieving your dreams. Turn them into a stepping stone. Turn those limitations into a ladder for you to become successful. And I will see you at the top. Do have a blessed day. My name is Enomaiga.